In fintech, edge cases can cost millions. How do you test for everything you didn't write tests for? Meet property-based testing. For years, test-driven development, or TDD, has been the standard approach. Write a test, make it pass, refactor. It works well, but only for the cases you explicitly imagine. In complex financial systems, the riskiest bugs live in the unimagined: leap years, rounding errors, overflows, negative balances. That's where property-based testing comes in. Instead of enumerating test cases, property-based testing defines invariants, properties that should always hold true. Then testing frameworks generate thousands of randomized inputs to validate those properties across wide domains. In fintech, that means catching the corner case failures that slip past example-based tests. For instance, you might assert that a balance never becomes negative after a valid transaction, or that currency conversions remain consistent after a round-trip exchange. These are properties that must hold true, no matter what input the system receives. Take this example using fast check in TypeScript. Instead of writing dozens of test cases for a loan repayment function, you define a property. Repayment is never less than the principal. Fast check then tries hundreds of input combinations to find counterexamples. For fintech and banking systems, property-based testing offers several advantages. It helps discover hidden bugs, from leap year logic to floating point errors and off-by-one boundaries. It builds confidence in compliance-critical logic, offering measurable evidence of robustness. It reduces maintenance overhead because you test for properties rather than specific cases. And it scales coverage across diverse inputs, from transaction payloads to customer data streams. It's important to remember that property-based testing doesn't replace TDD. It complements it. Use TDD to define expected behaviors and PBT to validate deeper invariants. Together they deliver correctness, resilience, and confidence. Of course, there are trade-offs. Property-based testing comes with a learning curve, and defining useful invariants requires domain knowledge. Poorly designed properties can lead to false positives, and the execution overhead can be higher since the framework runs hundreds or thousands of iterations. But in mission-critical systems, especially in fintech, the reliability gains outweigh the costs. In fintech, trust depends on how your system behaves, not just in expected scenarios, but in the corners no one thought to test. Property-based testing helps uncover those hidden vulnerabilities and build stronger, audit-ready software. Combine TDD for clarity with property-based testing for depth, and you'll deliver systems that are both reliable and ready for scale. If you'd like to see how OceanOB integrates property-based testing into banking and payments projects, visit oceanob.com. Build with confidence and test smarter.